YBA April Fool's tier list. There won't be any PvP or PvE sections, I'm just going to discuss the changes and decide in general which stand is broken and which got weakened in the update. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's start. Aerosmith. In this update, Aerosmith got a few changes. One of them is that one of his moves are big AoE explosion. In this case, the user also gets damage, but less than the enemy. But one of the main issues I have with that is that Aerosmith pilot feature was removed. While Aerosmith is not weak, without his pilot, he is pretty much useless. D. Anubis. Anubis hasn't got any major buff, except for the fact the after image move duration got increased. I do find it situational, but this is not something you will want to rely on. Also D. Beach Boy. Same goes for Beach Boy, and in this case it is still worse. You wonder why? Well, it's because most of his moves stay the same. The only good thing is that he can now throw you away with his heavy, but this is nothing compared to what other stands got. F. Crazy Diamond. The changes on Crazy Diamond wasn't felt at all, and it's because the only thing he got is buffed healing. Don't forget, Crazy Diamond can only heal others. And as for the damaging moves, nothing. I will credit that I still think Crazy Diamond on his own is broken, but in this April Fool's update, he has no chance of winning. D. Cream. Cream buff was actually nice. Madness Soar range was increased by a lot, and same goes for Void Surprise. This is useful, mostly in public servers and SBR, but one-on-one the impact is tiny. C. D4C. D4C is kind of terrifying to face against in this update. The clones got massive buff, their range increased, but still not enough to be broken. B. D4C Love Train. Love Train range got increased, but this is bad, and I will explain. Love Train entire point is to reflect the damage back to the enemy. If the damage is reflected elsewhere on the map, the entire purpose of the move fades, which makes him weaker than D4C without Love Train. C. Gold Experience. There was no huge change for Gold Experience, except for the fact that Tree Move now bounces you very high to the sky, and the life form is now a huge eagle. C. Gold Experience second change was on Return to Zero. Return to Zero now return your health almost to zero. Is that a good thing? Absolutely not. The payoff is that you can use it without cooldown, but you have no benefit if the enemy can just kill you in one punch. And the argument about the fact he has healing move doesn't hold up at all, and I don't need to explain why. Gold Experience on his own is still very broken. Don't forget the Awakening move. B. Hermit Purple. You can now use the grapple move without cooldown. It's good at extent, because some stands have time stop moves and also time raise, for example. While it won't be easy to catch Hermit Purple user, if running is the only thing the stand has to offer, then you won't survive long enough to kill the enemy. C. Hierophant Green. The change on Hierophant Green was only on Emerald Splash. Instead of hitting multiple times, you hit only once, dealing good amount of damage, and the cooldown is reduced. This is better in fact than Aerosmith change, but in practice, this is still pretty useless in a real fight. C. Killer Queen is now almost broken. The Impel move can deal almost to 100 damage, but here is the thing, it doesn't always guarantee big damage every single move. Sometimes it deals tons of damage and sometimes it deals normal damage, but it is still terrifying to fight against. S. Killer Queen Bites the Dust. Bites the Dust now heal people around you instead of damaging them. Not gonna lie, this is a bit useless. In fact, it makes him a bit weaker than what he should be. B. King Crimson is the same as Killer Queen. The Impale move is very dangerous as it can just take half of the HP from the enemy. I think he's stronger than Killer Queen because of the fact Killer Queen still has his time raise. S. King Crimson Requiem. King Crimson Requiem change was on Dimension Slash. It's either you deal high amount of damage or you heal the enemy. I don't think it's either good or bad, but I will say it's a little bit bad. A. Magician's Red. The only thing that is different in Magician's Red now is the size and probably the damage of the crossfire move, but that's basically it, nothing weird or broken. C. Mr. President. Mr. President change was actually cool, but it didn't make him broken. You can activate some kind of Ultra Instinct mode that makes you deal a bit more damage and extend the healing move faster than the usual, but if we are speaking actual damage, he has nothing to bring. C. Purple Haze. To be fair, the change for him was great. The only issue is that there are ways to counter them. The change is basically that if you get hit by one of his poisoning moves, the poison effect stays for a lot of time. I don't know if it's until you die, but I know for sure it won't leave you after 3 minutes. I didn't check, but I think healing yourself can just make the effect vanish. B. Red Hot Chili Pepper and Chili Pepper Alternate Inverse. Their only change was that using the guitar move speeds you up. I would say it's useful at extent, but not useful for winning. Both C. Scary monsters. Scary monsters is already very annoying to fight against, and the changes made him even more annoying. When you use fossilization, you dash for 10 seconds, and also, when you use the Dino Army move, you summon 7 of them. That's useful, but still not on the brokens. B. Silver Chariot. Silver Chariot change was minor. Million pricks hits you now in longer duration, but compared to other changes other stands got, this is useless. D. Chariot Requiem. I didn't quite understood what has changed about him, but since Chariot Requiem is very powerful in general, I will put him on B. 6 pistols. He got one of the most useless changes. They added 60 bullets to his storage, so now he doesn't have to reload the bullets. It doesn't really matter because cooldown exists. D. Soft and wet. Also pretty much regular. The shovel move flings you a bit away, similar to what Beach Boy got, and Bubble Prison sends you very high to the sky. In my opinion, it doesn't change anything. D. Go Beyond change was actually nice. Go Beyond move now bypass iframes and invisibility, but the damage compared to the cooldown still sucks. B. Star Platinum. Star Platinum Starfinger range was increased, and Platinum Slam cooldown was reduced to only 3 seconds. This sounds very annoying, but I think it's still manageable. C. Star Platinum the World. The time stop move is now true, meaning you can't cancel it, and Bearing Shot deals now 50 damage, and it has stone-like shape. Not gonna lie, this is actually nice. B. Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers' overall speed was increased, including the barrage, the M1s, and some of his moves. That's not bad, but I don't see how Sticky Fingers fights against King Crimson, for example. C. Stone Free. I just want to say that the only thing that has changed about Stone Free is the baseball shape. F. The hand. The hand change was good. The hand can now stop time. That's broken in my opinion. The entire point of the hand is to catch you, but now you can easily do that. That's really deadly. A. The World. The road world just got bigger. Another minor addition with nothing broken behind it. D. The World Alternate Universe. He extends his projectile faster now, without including barrage and M1s. This is nice, still not impressive. C. The World Over Heaven. Heaven Ascendant AoE range got increased. As usual, this is not something broken. C. Shadow the World. The time switch range got increased. For the third time probably, it's nothing special. C. Tusk Act 1 to 4. All the 3 acts can basically learn Warhome Uppercut early, which is nice, and the T move is important. The T has high chance of giving you health along with speed boost. Here's the thing though, there is still a chance the T can burn you to death, and it's instant. The 3 tasks are on F, and Tusk Act 4 is on D. Weather Report. Weather Report Froggrain hitbox got increased, along with Soaring Tempest. It's fine, but that's it. C. Now, White Album. White Album change is really terrifying. Gentle Whips can now kill you instantly every time it redirects your projectiles. The thing is that it only works on projectiles, and not melee attacks. But I think half of the stands in YBA have some sort of projectile in their pocket. If you hate dealing with projectiles, White Album is for you. S. Whitesnake. Whitesnake can now shoot you multiple times with his gun, and the AC speed is now a long-term move. I personally enjoy playing Whitesnake sometimes, but this thing buffed him only by a little compared to other stands. C. Moon. I really don't care about the uppercut throwing you very high. I'm more impressed about the fact his pilot now is very fast. B. Maiden. Maiden is absolutely weak now. It seems like they got older and they can't stand their own movement. And in other words, you get an heart attack using a few moves. F. And that was the tier list. Take into account this tier list is only temporarily until the event is over, but I guess it's okay to watch for the memory. I hope the current map will stay, to be honest, except for a few things because the old buildings brings me back to old YBA. I was XGB, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.